Understand something. You are not free. You just think you are. If someone had to house you, feed you, pay for your health care, and force you to work, that would be expensive, difficult, complicated. So they found a better way. Pay you just enough so you survive. Just enough so you come back tomorrow. You pay your own rent. You buy your own food. You handle your own problems. And you still do everything you're told. That's the system. And you're inside it. You call it a job, but it's the same thing. You're trapped, just with better branding. And while you sit there, they tell you something else. Money doesn't make you happy. Funny, because the people saying that never give theirs away. They keep it, all of it, and you believe them. You stay broke, you stay stuck, and you repeat the cycle. Wake up, work, pay bills, hope nothing goes wrong. Something always goes wrong, and you're back to zero again. You've lived that life already, so why stay there? Why not try something else? A different version of reality. A life where money isn't pressure. A life where you decide, not your bank account. Because that's what money gives you. Choice, control, freedom. And without it, you are limited. You are controlled. You say you don't care about money. That's a lie. Because if you had it, you wouldn't give it back. You'd keep it. And you'd use it to live differently, to take care of people, to experience life. Because we only get one shot, and you're wasting it, sitting there saying, I don't feel motivated. You don't feel motivated to change your life before you die? Think about that. You are going to end up in the ground, and you never even tried. You never experienced what it feels like to have control, to wake up and everything is handled, to wake up and realize you're still rich. No panic, no stress, just options. You don't understand the difference. If you don't have something, it's because you can't afford it. If someone else doesn't have something, it's because they chose not to. That is power. That is control. And you don't have it. You save. You wait. You finally buy something. And then life hits you. Back to zero. You've lived that version. Over and over. So try something else. A life where money doesn't matter. Where decisions are yours. Where you can do what you want. And yeah, it's not perfect. You can buy everything and still feel nothing. That happens. But here's the difference. You can walk away from it. You can choose. You can go back or forward. You have control. You don't. You're stuck where you are. That's the reality. So get up. Stop being broke. Because until you fix that, nothing else matters. You talk about love, family, responsibility. But what does that mean if you can't provide? If you can't protect them? If you can't move them to a better life? What does it mean? Words. Empty words. Because real responsibility requires action, requires sacrifice, requires effort. And you're not doing it. You finish work and waste your time. Instead of building something, instead of trying. And then you say, I love my family. Do you? Because if you did, you'd act differently. You'd push harder. You'd do more. You wouldn't accept this life. You'd fight to escape it. But you don't. You stay comfortable. And comfort is killing you. Your mind is broken, stuck in the past, replaying problems, replaying failures. Like an alcoholic, obsessed with what already happened. Instead of moving forward, instead of learning and adapting. Because that's what you're supposed to do. Something happens. You take the lesson. You move on. That's it. Your body heals. Cuts close. Pain fades. But your mind? You let it rot. You let it stay broken. And you wonder why you're stuck. You need to regenerate. Mentally. Instantly. Take the lesson. Move forward. No emotion. No attachment. Because success requires it. There is no success without failure. No light without dark. They come together. So when things go wrong, good. That's part of it. That's the path. Because without losers, there are no winners. And the moment it gets hard, people quit. They remove themselves. They choose to lose. Which means if you don't quit, you win. Simple. You're not going to regret failing. You're not going to regret losing. You're going to regret not trying. That's what stays with you.
That's what eats you alive.
So try. Everything. Take risks. Make moves. Because if you try enough times, something works. It compounds. Effort compounds. Skill compounds. Results follow. And before you know it, everything changes. But you need money. Fast. Because the world is shifting. It's getting harder to make money from nothing. Easier to turn money into more money. So if you don't get it now, you fall behind. And catching up gets harder every day. You need urgency. You need speed. Plans for later? Gone. Act now. Move now. Because this window is closing. And when it closes, you're locked out. That's the truth. So wake up. Look at your life. Ask yourself, Am I doing enough? You already know the answer. No. So fix it. Work harder. Focus more. Try again and again. Because trying guarantees improvement. That's a fact. You train, you get stronger. You practice, you get better. So why aren't you doing it? Why are you sitting there, doing nothing? You know the result. You know what happens if you try. So try. Because if you don't, you deserve the outcome. Average life, average results. No freedom, no control, just existence. Or you choose differently. You go all in on yourself, because that never fails. Everything else might, but building yourself always pays. So decide, right now, stay where you are or become something more. Because no one is choosing for you. You already are.